The people that Hillary Clinton gets advice from when she's deciding what to do on Israel. She writes, please send more information. Sidney Blumenthal is giving her all this anti-Israel, all these anti-Israel lies in the emails, and she's saying, forward me more information. She's very interested, and she's agreeing, and she's very positive. She's reacting very positively to the most vicious anti-Israel, anti-Semitic filth coming from the Blumenthals. Again, they're her advisors, people who have openly called for Israel's annihilation. Those are her advisors on the Middle East. Remember, this is the same Hillary Clinton who called Bill Clinton's campaign manager a Jew bastard. His campaign manager was not even Jewish. She calls everybody whom she dislikes, even if they're not Jewish. If she has any, she gets mad at somebody, she right away calls them a Jew bastard. That's what an anti-Semite this beast is. And Hillary Clinton is the one who bragged that while she was Secretary of State, she spent 45 minutes screaming at Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, and demanding that he not build homes for Jews in Jerusalem, Israel's capital. She demanded that Netanyahu freeze all Jewish building in Jerusalem, Israel's capital. And Netanyahu, in one of the examples of his cowardly capitulation to pressure, which he does all the time, Netanyahu gave in and has frozen Jewish building in Jerusalem and in Judea and Samaria. But in any event, Hillary Clinton bragged that she screamed, that she was yelling and screaming at Netanyahu for 45 minutes. She bragged about it in her book, and she's bragged about it publicly in interviews. Did she scream at Vladimir Putin when she met with him? Did she scream at any of the Arab leaders? When she met with the Arab Nazi mass murderer Yasser Arafat, whom she was good friends with, did she scream at him? Bill and Hillary Clinton invited Arafat to the White House 24 times while they polluted the office of the White House. While the Clintons were polluting the White House, they invited Arafat, the Arab Hitler, to come to the Oval Office 24 times, more than any other foreign leader. And they had state dinners honoring Arafat, who was openly calling for the extermination of Israel and the Jewish people, saying he's going to push the Jews into the sea, praising Hitler and praising the Holocaust, and who was responsible for the murder of thousands of innocent Jewish men, women, and children, and for the murder of hundreds of American citizens. And the Clintons wined and dined him and supported him and gave him aid and invited him to the White House more than any other foreign leader. Hillary Clinton is a Jew hater. If, God forbid, she's elected president, she will work to ensure that Iran can build nuclear bombs. She helped negotiate the disastrous nuclear bomb agreement that Obama and John Kerry have just concluded with Iran. She was part of that negotiating process. She fully supports that agreement and will implement it. And Israel will be faced with the prospect of an Iranian nuclear holocaust, God forbid. Plus, they will be under relentless, non-stop, obsessive pressure from Hillary Clinton to surrender all of their land and to go back to the suicidal pre-1967 borders that are only 6 to 9 miles wide. Holocaust borders, suicide borders. What Abba Eban, the former foreign minister of Israel, and he was a leftist, what even this leftist foreign minister called Auschwitz lines, the lines that will lead to another Holocaust for the Jewish people, God forbid. That's what Hillary Clinton represents. That's what your Jewish leaders aren't telling you about. That's what your Jewish so-called media isn't telling you about. None of them are telling you the truth. None of them are telling you what's being planned against Israel. But in Hillary's emails, she's quite open about what a vicious Jew hater she is.